Today is the 10th of March, and lullaby and good night while you've been sleeping. I would like you to look things up, and if you don't look them up and you don't want to wake up, that's fine. Stay asleep, but I suggest you wake up. Look up CERN, C-E-R-N. Also HAARP, H-A-A-R-P. 5G, look and see where that was actually invented. WWW, the World Wide Web, was founded and born at CERN. And if you don't know what CERN is, you should look that up. It is readily available information. Also, chemtrails and the ingredients in chemtrails, cloud makers, whatever you want to call them. Silver iodide, that is one of the ingredients, and that is highly toxic. What goes up must come down, and all of that has to come down. Where does it go? It goes in our ground, it goes in our trees, and then what eats the things growing out of the ground? Animals and humans. So that would, I would say, in my opinion, that would account for a lot of the sickness that's going on. And also the uptake of autism came about right when cell phones came out in mass production. So also cases of autism, which I just said, grew dramatically in the late 1990s and 2000s. In November 1992, Nokia cell phones were mass produced. These are just facts and scientific facts. They're not some. It's not some crazy thing that I made up. It's conspiracy theory. You can look these things up. All the forest fires that we've had, and look up the ingredients to the fire retardant that they're spraying. That red stuff that they spray, ammonium phosphate, and that's highly toxic to animals and fish and humans. Fracking. Let's talk about fracking. This was an interesting thing that I looked up yesterday, sorry. There's different kinds of fracking. Fracking is where they inject waste fluid from industrial activities into the ground. About 3,500 feet to 10,000 feet deep. They dig these wells and drill these wells. And whenever they do that, when they inject the ground with those toxic wastes, it causes earthquakes. Kansas is a big proponent of these wells. There's over 57,000 of these fracking wells in Kansas. Also, they're for long-term storage for industrial waste, people. All right. Class 6 well is carbon dioxide. All right. So they're storing carbon dioxide in the ground, in our earth. So, you got CERN crashing atoms together. You got HAARP controlling the weather. You have chemtrails spraying poison in the sky. You have flame retardant putting out fires, poisoning our ground and our trees and our animals. And then you have the pest control and things like that, and those are killing our birds. With all of those things, and I was thinking about the Matrix the other day, and in my opinion, I think the Matrix is Satan. So unplug yourself from this satanic world and find Jesus and find your peace. If you cannot see all of these things happening and not think that we are at the end and that we are the final generation, then you are not awake. And that is my job, is to tell you to wake up. Wake up. Salah.